Hey everyone, welcome back to yet another Real Talk. Usually these videos are very depressing or grim or somewhat heart-saddening, but the goal of this one is to make you feel good about yourself, or at least start to feel good about yourself. If you notice, in the background I have some footage of The Witness playing. I'm not actually solving any of the puzzles, I'm just walking around, simply taking in the very beautiful landscape of that game. This video was intended for people that have bad self-esteem or poor body image or anything like that. Basically, the people that don't like who they currently are. Now, let me just say this right off the bat. If you don't like who you are, you have two options. Learn to see yourself in a better light, or try to change yourself. And I've done both in the past, and I'll say finding out who you actually are feels a lot better than trying to recreate who you are as a person. I like to own up to whatever I am. And I'd recommend that advice to anyone who would want to be happy in their own skin. The most prominent thing that really makes this difference of being happy about who you are versus disliking what you are is when you compare yourself. Comparing yourself to others has no beneficial value. There's only two results that can happen. The first one is when you compare yourself to someone that's less fortunate than you. Now, this temporarily inflates your self-esteem, kind of makes you realize what you have, and thus can make you feel good. But this won't last forever, especially if you don't try to help out that who is less fortunate than you. Or, you could compare yourself to someone who has more favorable traits than yourself, which will damage your self-esteem as you will start to focus on the things that you dislike about yourself and the qualities that they have that you don't, rather than the qualities that you have and they don't. Only once you stop comparing yourself to others can you really start to truly love who you are as a person. And let me just tell you, all of you people, every single one of you guys watching, can love yourself. You have some trait that is lovable. Every single person has an amazing trait, and you just have to focus on these traits. And once you start to do that, you'll develop this positive self-image. One thing I like to do every now and again to boost my self-image is I like to write down the positive things about myself. And these can vary from hardworking to caring to having a nice voice. There are many different things that every single one of you guys is amazing at. You just need to spend the time to list them out and take yourself for who you are. Don't talk down about yourself, because surely every single one of you guys is amazing. Another thing that I would recommend to improve self-esteem is simply respond to any compliment with thanks or thank you, or basically just accept the compliment. If you respond with, it was no big deal, or not a problem, it basically rejects the compliment. And I'm sure you don't mean to do harm, but it subconsciously lowers your self-worth. So, the best thing to do is to simply say thanks. Now, just accepting compliments won't completely make you feel good about yourself. Another thing that I recommend to do is do things and socialize with people that make you feel good. If you do things that make you feel worthless or not useful, those generally reflect poorly in your self-image. Same goes if you socialize with people who constantly berate you and make you feel bad about yourself. If you socialize with people who share interests and respect you and want you to be happy, then it will massively improve your self-image. When you socialize with people that like to be around you and you like to be around them, and it makes you feel like you belong, because you do, but it also helps you set goals. When you challenge yourself, or push yourself, or try to do something you haven't done before, that greatly improves your self-esteem. Because once you achieve it, and trust me, if you try, you eventually will achieve it, you can look back and see how much you've overcome. Every now and again, alongside writing down my positive traits, I like to write down things that I've overcome, to show progress, to show that I've done things, to show that I am still active. And this is only one side of self-esteem improvement. Another huge factor is just being positive. Simply being positive and trying to be happy and think about things in a lighter fashion can do wonders for your self-esteem. And I know for a lot of people, even including myself, it's hard to be positive. Sometimes you just walk outside and it's a gray sky and the ground is hard and cold, and I get it. Life can be very depressing at times. But if you keep your head held high and know that things will get better, because they will, trust me, they inevitably will get better. And if you keep thinking of all the positive things that are bound to happen to you, it will help. Because once you accept that they will happen and they're playing through your head, then they will actually happen in real life. But really, every single thing I've said can't actually help you unless you accept yourself for who you are. Once you do that, you can start to work on all of these little tiny things that just take a second to do and will do wonders for you. But until you accept that you are the very best person in the world at being yourself, you won't be able to change. You'll be like this forever. What you need to do is you need to look around, you need to ask yourself, am I happy? And if that answer is no, do something about it. Find something that makes you happy, do something that makes you happy, be around people that makes you happy. Just being happy and thinking positively will dramatically increase your self-esteem. Now, take it from me, I'm probably one of the hardest critics on myself. These past 7-8 minutes either meant a whole lot to you, or you thought I was just talking like a cheeseball the entire time. And I can't blame you for either way. I fully understand if I sound like a nerd or something. But at the very least, I hope that this helped slightly. And if you need more help or someone to talk to, or heck, if you would even like to talk to me one-on-one, my Discord server is in the link below. Now, if you come on there, just pretty simple. Some chat rooms, and nothing too complicated. The only rules we really have is that you be polite, respect others' opinions, and again, respect others' opinions. Other than that, it's relatively alright. So if you would like to talk to me one-on-one, or just see some people that go through the exact same type of thing that you do, make sure you stop by. It's a very nice community, and I intend to keep it that way. And with all that said and done, I hope that you feel better about yourself, or can at least start to appreciate everything that you're worth. As per always, I hope you guys have a swell day. Peace out.